That's a lot on my chest, but it don't mean the man is stealing. Mean I'm walking with some money, man. I mean a couple mil. Ew, think you need to.
First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing here on first down. Got him in. It's Brashad Perriman. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. Well, let's listen in on the call. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a second down here.
Brings up second down at the 44-yard line.
Now an option play, and he'll keep it. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Hard throw, incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
They'll try and throw for it here. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 12 more yards there and another first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
He's got his man. It's caught. second touchdown on the season. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0.
Makes the score Lions 7, Packers nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here's Lewis. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a first and 10 at their own 24. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
So many times someone's success is the product of a lot of things coming together really well. And for Aaron Jones in 2019, it all came together for him. He stayed healthy, was on the field for all 16 games, got handed the ball 100 more times last year, and as an end result, broke 1,000 yards in a season rushing for the first time in his career.
And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Rodgers. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 18-yard line.
2nd and 8. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Lions 7, Packers nothing.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rodgers will drop this underneath for Jones. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a 4th down. The free safety, Trey Boston, there to knock it away.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
At the 44-yard line.
Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll drop to throw. They'll roll him out right. And it's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hawkinson. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line.
One of the things that led this organization to commit to him as a starting quarterback as a rookie, his ability to keep his eyes downfield and make plays out of the pocket. Able to see the receiver while on the move and complete a really accurate throw.
DeAndre Swift, the intended receiver that time. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
2nd and 1. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
But we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And it's caught. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now.
Well, that wasn't exactly a work of art, was it?
No, that wasn't a thing of beauty. That's just why I don't play in points per reception fantasy league.
Is that what they call
receiver
PPR?
still gets a point there, yeah.
Oh,
and you went that far back, no bueno.
Well, I'll tell you what. I wish I had their defense on my fantasy game.
Back to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. And it is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Tyrell Williams with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Lions add on to their lead.
4th and goal, and they found a way to throw it in the end zone for a touchdown.
And these defenses, they just like 3 downs, get off the field. But here they had to go 4, couldn't get it done.
A lot of the time, you're looking up and saying, okay, if I hold them for 3, at worst, I give up a field goal attempt. When they go for it, sometimes it really affects the defense because maybe they're not mentally prepared to go that fourth down.
And here's Lewis.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Rodgers now on 1st down. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers.
And a Packer 1st down.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. Flush to his right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And he took the ball off course.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Packers.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get this to Lazard. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Now Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Touchdown.
Aaron Jones. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Packers are back within a score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. On the return, Williams. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 1st down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Back to throw now on 1st down. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. He takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A well-executed 22-yard gain
At the 24-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, but it's going to be 2nd down.
He was covered by Jair Alexander.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Going for it all. And This is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Third down and 10 yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll throw now on the final play. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Tyrell Williams, incomplete. It's 4th down.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And Bullock will put this one through, and that will finish off this 3rd quarter of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter. And here's Lewis.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Good throw caught out wide by Valdez-Scantling. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards, a 1st down. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the 3rd quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Jones. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. On play action, it's Rodgers. Got a man, it's Tanyan complete. That'll be a gain of 15 yards, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It's the Pro Bowler Jamie Collins that makes the stop.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
On second down, Dillon. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards there, first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They'll go again to Jones. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 21. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. It's Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Rodgers going to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Third and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Here's Jones. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. 4th quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no good.
Rodgers to throw for it on fourth. And that is incomplete. He tried to keep it himself, but can't stretch his way in. And the Lion defense able to come up there with a goal line stand. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This now a chance at the very least to burn some clock following that fourth down stop. Points would be ideal for some breathing room, no doubt, and really a field goal would be huge. That would make it a two-score game. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
7 brings up 2nd and 3. At the 12-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Taken down at the
a tight game like this. Such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back. Tell him to take care of the ball and try to move forward.
That is caught. It's Perriman. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he whips that one incomplete there. Tyrell Williams was the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. And in this situation with the lead, 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
It's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll air this one out deep for Perriman. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Damon Harrison bringing in 341 pounds of power for the sack. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. On play action, they'll throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
It's now 3rd down and 1.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to look deep for Perriman. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
Field goal. A 47-yard attempt.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
And here's Lewis. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one good for 37 yards. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Bring to throw is Rodgers.
At the 13-yard line.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Back to throw, Rodgers. Flushed out right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Crosby puts it through, and that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a 1-score game at 20-13. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal, because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
Different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Says this will be incomplete.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Back to throw again. Williams. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
I think you have to chalk that one up for the defense there. Someone right on the spot. Excellent coverage. Didn't leave him enough room to come down inbounds, even though he did catch the football.
A screen to Bell. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. They'll look to throw again. And he's across for the late touchdown. Seconds. That one should just about put a capper on this game. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
And he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score Lions 27, Packers 13.
And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Packers take over first and 10. At their own 33-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for Detroit, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Packers, any slim hopes they had at a playoff berth gone now as they drop to 4-9. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.